help him. He's just dying to magical damage from the cow. Just another fighter. I feel like this cow could be second highest damage.
The initiation here from a rejects is pretty scary. You've got Axe Call. Oh, Shackle? Is that just tickling him? Power Shot comes back. Spiteful Rubik Power Shot. Yeah, there's a lot of really good vision from Dire that was setting up their...
Just which heroes can't be seen by their allies, but basically if you're in the arena, you can only see in the arena. If you're outside the arena, you can't see in. It's like an impassable barrier kind of thing. You can place an observer.
Can I just point out, Pot keeps him alive from that Venge Wave of Terror.
That is an expensive salve. It only did like the first 1 second of value, but it was the only second he needed. That's a very expensive movement.
Exactly.
The Shadow Demon does... They really put a...
There's the stun from Spirit Breaker. He decides to use his ult to push him further out of position. The whole team is there and trying to kill Gachi, but he does have the support of the Aya, when the Aya will give him some pretty big sustain if he sticks close to him.
He's not dying just yet.
Bring this game.
He's stomping them.
Tiny out of position and gets caught by Gachi as well.
Jeez. Slaughter Gang can...
One here, or are they running the Tiny as a one?
So, AE Rejects have done something brilliant here. Gubala has played Snap 3 earlier in the tournament. Snapfire can be a miss if he's got the Enrage buff up when he gets hit, and it's only 2.5 seconds, but that's 2.5 seconds you're not moving, you're not able to use your attack speed buff. You can't, continue to play. If the Sand King ever gets to Ags, he has Shivas already, they're going to have so much trouble playing into it. They only have one BKB across their entire team. Obviously, Zeus is never going to buy it, but they need more players to be able to go...
Action somewhere. Zeus, with his little Mario jump, is springing away into those trees because all of a sudden the enemy team is on the hunt. There is a charge at the Moon Cow. Vengeance, says Reverie. I want this cow. I can't let...
Game. He definitely felt stronger than he was, but at the end of the day, it's Young Harold on 15k damage, Gachi on 21k damage, and then...
Gonna walk away here.
1200 HP. I don't think he's dying there.
Jesus, also
he's getting a lot of farm here. I gotta give him credit on the axe.
This game without me, I've got things to say. Why is it that you were so keen on getting in to cast this one with me?
Pretty much know everyone in the lobby. If he's got his Yashikaya, 2 parts of it Aghanims, he's just keen.
Looks like they don't really call this bluff, right? Like, the Sand King ult is up there. He's got an Eternal Shroud. He can live against that Zeus. But they've just been...
Yeah, they're my competitors, of course. And I think it's going to be a really hype series.
That is exciting, and that's what I want to hear. I love when their game is competitive. Competitive gaming is what I'm all about. Blink Dagger's 40 gold away on the Mars. That's a 13-minute Blink Dagger. In a Necro lane, too, so pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's made up for his...
Dota, and in my opinion, possibly the best hero in all of Dota.
This hero
does so much. Okay, first of all, the illusion damage buffed. Phenomenal. We already knew...
That guy's not squishy by any means.
None of these... None of the universal heroes are squishy. God, and it's the worst, dude.
Charge on top. This could be a
breakout fight. Flag. It just rubs me the right way, dude. Seeing Jason hanging from a flag like that. Oh, look at the other flag as well. I'm joking. Okay, let's get into this. So, tell me a little bit about these teams. What can we expect to see?
He wants to play into Shadow Fiends because
can we just talk about that? Can we talk about the Zeus? I'm seeing an Axe called into a Zeus ult, and I'm seeing a Dead Morphling.
I think that's mostly for the Gachi Johnny matchup, because a lot of Gachi's heroes probably fall victim to like the BKB PS of Axe Call, and it just sets you up to die in so many different ways. It's pretty low cooldown at this high level, right? It's only 15 seconds at all levels, maybe.
Double Tombstone.
Yeah.
Refresher shard picked up by Winching.
They were in the arena for most of the spear duration.
Oh, I was wondering, for me I thought maybe Yules or something, but yeah, of course, Invoker
yeah.
Whirlwind. Yeah.
Ancho panicked a little bit. and got hunted for it. It's a bit of a wash. I don't think he needed the IO to do this, to be honest. I think this lane was always going to go this way once you saw the Spirit Breaker pick. But
I'm surprised with how short it was before that Roche went top that they didn't leave it to secure the Ags. They decided that the refresher is more impactful.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that winching might just be sacrificial lamb here. They want to get the Necro with the smoke, but winching just dewards. Yeah, I think he protected Gachi there. They would have just run straight across. Did you just see the level 2 little shredder?
Oh, I did not, but looks like Reverie needs to run out there, run out of there as fast as he can. I saw little IO positioning himself. What I did see though was Tiny charge in on the Sand King.
They have another save.
Looks like he just decides to speed away, but the smoke comes out and it's not caught on any vision. So if they find someone here, they may... Oh, there is a Zeus ult, and down goes the Morph. The Morph must have been top and got called by the axe, I imagine. I didn't see it, but I imagine we'll see those.
I would have to imagine so, right? As well as with the facets, we have like the most notable ones. We actually have an attack IO with the Kritzkrieg. We also have the Ricochet 2 on the Snap.
Just yet, they pop the Zeus ult to try and finish him. Oh dear god, he's trying to switch to strength. He's trying as hard as he can. He's caught in that Zeus Aghanim Scepter with the Refresher, but he manages to slink out, and now just unbelievable. And I wonder if IO decides to go for, is it Blitzkrieg or Kritzkrieg, the heal one, the extra magic resistance? Could be pretty good, but then there's not a whole lot of magic team on. Hold on, is there a play? The supports are up in 3 or 4 seconds, but Gachi is huge, has a Lincoln's, has his BKB, and has his Basher. Do they have anything to deal? Something that I can't see. But they seem confident with the way that they locked their heroes. They took the Tiny and they immediately snapped up Snap and IO. So this is an opener for them. They yeah, some Herald plays. I want to see them running at each other before 30 seconds, before the bell, diving under towers. That real BUP style gameplay.
Not catch a break in game 2. They're getting absolutely decimated. To say, like look at their scorelines: 1-6 Morphling, 2-10 Vengeful Spirit, which is the upper division is very healthy this season. We actually have 7 teams this time. A lot of them are relatively balanced compared to each other. We don't have there are maybe 1 or 2 teams who might end up being the favorites.
Dire draft seems like the easier draft to execute, but
100%.
I've been proven wrong before. I'm sure you remember the Venomancer from last night. So let's see what they. Let's see. Doesn't get caught or doesn't.
He's got a big one. He's not too afraid. I have been seeing a lot of pros do the Ring of Health build on the Ursa. Very, very nice, I think. It keeps you real silly what Goopy's done with his build, but when he went in, he did heal 800 health off his Dagon. So they are doing it, but I don't know if they're going to be able to continue to do it as the game progresses.
Wait! All over this map, Morphling goes down to the Axe!
What the... All of
wow!
And they're going on to the Tiny!
Tiny? Out of position. I'm a little bit worried because, to be honest, the draft that came out from Painter's AU Reject, last game was worrisome. But this time they've drafted better, and their draft is really coming together. Here, Team AU Rejects looking for the finish.
They're not confident to go for the throne, it seems. Almost a butterfly on the Venge, but I don't even think it's gonna.
Out, pins the IO to the wall, and now Gachi, caught out of position, might be a big scary undead Necro, but needs to be careful. Takes out the Invoker. I didn't even see Invoker on the backline. Here's the first Snapfire ult we've seen in the game, and down goes Rubik. It's Elite Slayer 60, you know? I want really creative names. Oh, okay, let me talk. This is the strongest support in all of Dota.
Fighting, and fighting off screen is what I mean. And it just keeps happening every time.
Hey, shard up on Shadow Demon, one of the better shards in the game, and just an increase in HP pool. Then all of a sudden these heroes that are blowing heroes up at the start of the game really start to drop off. There's a spear, Windy, into the tree, absolutely obliterated.
Cross and killed him if the IO wasn't in the way, but they really didn't want to break on the IO, of course.
600 gold off the Radiance, so you know, on the Necro, so might be looking at that 15-minute timing, maybe even earlier. If he try and get some damage onto you as well. Missed the axe call because of the swap. Beautiful play there from Johnny. And down goes the cow. Okay, they're in action. If they eliminate this cow, they might actually be able to play this fight. Vengeful is running, but the Shadow Demon goes down to the Dagon and the dunk. Full axe call. And down goes the Sand King and the Shadow Demon almost immediately. This Venji needs to be careful. There's the Refresher Orb coming out to get the Tombstone down to give the vision for Team Radiant. They are thinking about it.
They have like one or two signature spells that are just, I guess, a level above the rest in the patch, like Tiny Toss with Toss Facet and all these other like little things, and that's where Rubikin kills at least, right?
And we did see the Shadow Demon having the impact that we expected it to have, and where it was like saving this Morphling, we did have the swaps from Johnny to keep any Tinder baddies. Let's go, bit of all chat, and the game resumes.
We're just hastily approaching the COS, you know? We could be going no faster.
I love that little guy. Johnny is duking and diving in the trees, but just can't quite make it there. That was so much damage from the toss, the avalanche, the scatter blast. Holy! These guys maybe in the finals, and you are unlucky enough to not make it to the finals, which I think is very unlikely. I've seen your gyro. Your gyro is going to rip all the way to the finals. But if you're not, and these guys make it, maybe I'll hit you up again to he needs to be careful here. He gets the stun out in return, but it looks like there is some dust on top of that big space cow. And in just a moment, we'll see a dunk on top of Huncho. RFA can't save him from that one.
The Dagon cow. Whenever a player gets arenaed, you'll notice at the top on the screen, they have a red eye symbol showing that they're disconnected in vision from the rest of their team, and they can't be seen.
Hey,
so, like,
Blink Dagger.
Okay. Oh no, sorry, Gachi's on the... Wait, what? Gachi's on the Necro? What position are they playing?
Raccoon picks up the Windy. Okay, look at this mess.
No bash.
Hang on. I thought this game was looking like it was going to wrap up very shortly, but Slaughtergang Claw.
Once or twice to really destabilize them in the game.
And this is we are the cattle capital of the world, and of course we're gonna love the space cow. I think I said this in a stream on this troll. He's gonna bump into Snap if she's not careful. No, yeah, Battle Fury on troll. He's got his Blade of Alacrity. How do you like these timings? Do you think he's having an aura? The rune does spawn on top of the tiny. He's got it. Does he try and dodge the EMP with the illusion rune? He doesn't, but he might get the kill onto the Spirit Breaker. But here comes Mars, absolutely pins that eye to the wall and says, "No, you're not gonna help this tiny go anywhere."
Where it follows you around, because
I can answer that one. For once, I can answer that one, because in the pro scene, they're deciding to they just value the invisibility more, and once you've got the blood.
Needs to get the Galepnia early, and he never made it to 4-star. That's just how bad of a game he had, unfortunately. And I honestly do think this game would be completely different if top lane actually went well for the AU rejects.
He's about to take a whole lot of damage. There he goes.
Went
down. One hit.
Yeah, I think he overstayed his welcome there, definitely. And he didn't even deny the bounty room.
They feed the Benji to the bear too.
Sorry, what?
They feed.
Tombstone doesn't care if he dies. He has a ceaseless dirge. Oh, random Ursa kill. Gachi's down.
What happened
Gachi's
there? Was he
down.
just lurking on low HP? Did Prey take him? Was it Prey?
Yeah, he got slain by the tiny toss. Really
okay.
rough.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yes. So the Rubik's is going to be banned. The Io is going to be banned, and the Break is going to be banned.
So if they ban those 3 heroes, let's say they get rid of those 3. No, he's
They
gonna
know
pull it
he's
out.
in the area.
He's gonna
Okay,
pull
he
it
gets out.
Smart man.
If
But
they,
it does.
If they knew exactly where he was, they would Zeus ulti him. He's just dead. Sorry, yeah. So with them, it'd be big. If they get a kill on Hunchdog, it could be insane.
Oh, power shot comes out. Toss. Huge damage from that little shredder and the toss together. But he's got the invisibility. Do any of the supports bring any vision? No, they didn't. They have one job. We are having a game. Dagon Axe.
Yeah. This has been a treat to watch so far. Okay, so they will wait for Roche to go bottom and
Zeus
then get
is
the...
alone here. Rubik, this damage coming out of Rubik pre 4 minutes is absolutely insane. Good god.
Yeah,
it's
RFK
1,000 damage. 1,000 damage.
Maximums.
No, hey, step up too far, and we're gonna put some pain on you.
I gotta give Howard credit though. If there's any player that I would want playing from behind, it would probably be him. He does know how to make miracles happen with borderline. Counted in a row, and then you're relying on your mid laner to go penultimate last and win you the game. But the troll pick's really good. Like, even though Necro is considered a counter, you can buy Ags on troll. You have so many tools. Hello, hello.
There he is, and if you guys can let me know if his mic is too loud, too quiet, whatever it might be along the way, I will adjust it on the fly. Why, Glint, you reached out to me and said, hey, there's no way you're casting much of these team fights, BKB pissing Suns. They need to deal with him as quite fast as they can. Gabala goes in, whiffs the call, and Huncho is just out of there. But Zeus is still on the sideline and doing a whole bunch of damage. This time Rev comes in, and he doesn't get dunked because the dunk has been wasted on someone else. Huncho caught as Prey took the Watcher back, and he's just sort of hiding in position.
Yeah,
that looks like they want to deal with Gachi here, and they're bringing the Sand King down, but and of course Axe Dagon, right? Axe Dagon deals with those major illusions.
Yeah, Dagon one-shots all illusions no matter what. And God, it's so obnoxious, man. Why does he keep move speed?
But something that I just want to point out before this game gets on the roll, because this won't come across on stream, is
pixels when you can get that one spell off that hero and then make it do a one-shot on another hero.
And tell me, what do you think about the way that the facets obviously slip out of my grasp once again with the Shadow Blade? He slinks away. Raccoon, you nerd. Saves out, he can't, and all of a sudden Johnny is caught out of position and dead once again. Tombstone keeps... He
has that 100 HP and he gets in Tombstone.
Yep, keeps that Spirit Breaker alive. What's Wendy up to here? Yeah. Stacking like a good support? No? Yes? Yep, she decides to.
Yeah, there's not really a lot she can do.
Spirit Breaker is pinged out the chest on the edge. They're looking at this. They're looking at this axe, but they whiff the avalanche, and now the Mukau is on top of Tiny. The whole team is here though, but they are grouping up, and there is a Battle Fury.
Dire outmaneuvering every turn. Boka queuing up the Midas. He's already got the glove, and he's almost halfway there. Only got 10 minutes into the game.
There's just a running meme between me and my mates. We call him Lalul for the fun of it. So
Johnny drops the brother Patience from the BM unpause from.
Ended.
Disastrous fight for Radiant.
Yep. Oh, and did I just
Stolen
hear
scythe from Rubik.
a Stolen Scythe on Wind Ranger? Okay.
Oh my god. That's doing this kind of shenanigans, they would be losing these fights, and you can see...
Look out! The bear just jumps on the back line and deals with
okay.
that Shadow Demon. Meanwhile, no! Reverie caught with his pants.
Lot. So it's going to be incredibly hard for him to get any relocate saves here. But it's definitely going to be lane to watch will be mid, and then probably top, because the Snapfire damage can just catch people off guard.
That ricochet.
Duration? Yeah, 6 for a hero. Gives you 40 AoE, which basically means the radiance gets massive. So 650 radius, more like at least 700 on average, and more likely like 850 to...
Mooncow charging in, and now comes the Zeus ult, and the crab is dead! Yule's out from Prey, he's got him there, and Reverie's going to jump in himself. They deal with the Spirit Breaker, but now there is a big Lord on top of RFA's Rubik. Uh-oh!
I believe before all that happens, the Spirit Breaker actually just watered, and the entire fight happens on 10 facets during a game, and then having to track which one they actually took. It just gets so messy so quickly. And here we do, we have the Gubala Snapfire. And the instant me on, I appreciate it. It's an amazing series to watch. I was going to watch it anyway, and I'm glad we could have a really fun time while watching it, because, my god, they put on a show game 2. Game 1 was a bit of a... Oh my god. That's level 18 on Axe now. That's a 475 damage call.
And 21 coats of blood. They're looking for more fleeing. Absolutely not. There it is. Here we go. They've caught all of the Dire team, and they are running as fast as they can. Johnny, you need to get out of there, mate, because there is a whole team here. The IO has gone back. Gubala makes a perfect entry with the IO right by their side. No, the bear has an enormous amount of damage. Save comes out from our Shadow Demon. Is it enough for him to get to the high ground? It is. And that is why Shadow Demon is the best hero in Dota. Not enough, though, because Ursa with the space. Cal, keep diving? No.
It nullifies a lot of the damage of the Ursa, but the Zeus still put him down to like half there.
So close. Prey is running now, and he's a very fast hero. Tiny, hungry, goes for the beach ball play, and is absolutely successful with it. Love a beach ball play. Used to get those all the time back in my day. Oh, the
whirling axes and further by level 2. It's like Weaver, kind of. Really strong.
Oh, good god, Weaver. That hero as a support is nuts at the moment too, isn't it? Shadow Demon is dead as well. Toss away, but it doesn't matter. The Tiny goes down. Hunter's here. He wants winching. He wants something in return, and decides to even waste his ult to try and deal with this big punching Undying. Okay.
I don't like that. I really don't like that.
Tell me why.
Okay, so this Wind Ranger
What's wrong with me? Why can't I feel?
Played a lot a month ago, and then it fell off a cliff. I think that's actually the reason why Reverie's died a couple times.
Mooncow is charging onto that Shadow Demon, and he is just absolutely eliminated. That Zeus ult is doing some real damage.
Zero combo. I think it just depends on the mid laner's confidence, if he has, like, say, a skill advantage, or if he's even on skill. And it also really depends on if he wants to play Shadow Fiend, or if
the halberd is how many seconds?
he gets put out bottom.
He was just lurking around for the Aegis. But the halberd, I'm sure it disarms him if he doesn't have BKB, but how many times is us
as a
to a troll as well? Like there was an invoker
he
there.
Out-damaged Hancho George. Like, what is that? He out-damaged Jonathan Sins on the Mars. That's one of his best.
pouring their way back into it.
There's still 20k in the hole, but it's possible, you know? They scout out the vision using the Zeus, so like...
Oh, charge through into Johnny.
Randomly,
I saw a blue ping from Necro. Necro knows they're in there.
But I don't think he can do anything about it. There's no way. They're not set up on that part of the map. The Spirit Breaker's just been the MVP of both these games, I think.
Prey caught out of position once again, charged and deleted by that Spirit Breaker. Referee, you're juggling it against 3 heroes here. The rest of the team isn't with him.
It's going to be very, very interesting to see what AU Rejects pick here, because they have to lock in a good Morphling counter and something that doesn't get ruined by Shadow Demon. So, what offlaner?
Axe does have a Blink Dagger, and the charge is going to connect. Does Axe elect to blink?
He's clipped the Morphling! He's dead!
He dunks the Morphling again! This Morphling...
The Dire Vision. 2 wards. One of them old, one of them placed just as the fight breaks out. And it's just turning into a bit of a vision difference here. Necro got a lot of damage out that fight, but it's just nothing in comparison to...
They're going to try and shut this Axe down. He still does have his tower, so his team can come if they want him. And Huncho does have a whole lot of damage on this Sand King, but his Spidey senses a ting. To back out.
Very early BKB.
Very early BKB. Very
tiny sports. Oh my god. Did you see it?
Yeah, tiny caught by the Spirit Breaker. God, he has some HP. Huncho, you need to be careful because Zeus is looking on the sidelines and you are gone, mate. Wow, in comes the cleanup. Better and better and better. We've got Team Dogcage, Australian Painters, AU Rejects. Like these are some awesome teams this season.
Yeah.
Okay.
No way, they almost lost Reverie for that. That would be so nuts if he died there. Wowie.
But here comes another charge onto Johnny. Pretty dead. Gachi gets the clap, back on full HP, and that is a team wipe once again on Slaughter Gang.
It may not look like it, but that was perfect.
Out makes it more interesting for me, makes it more interesting for the people that are out there. And lately there's been a whole bunch of stomps. Last night obviously you had that fantastic immediately follow with the Snapfire because they know what they want to do, and then within 0.5 seconds the Mars comes out. So is that just research? Is that knowledge? These teams know each other?
Yeah, so this is a bit of the teams knowing each other, like...
But she has so much damage and so much harass for the first few minutes of the game, and we're seeing that applied here onto that troll. He's feeling it.
Especially just putting 1 point in win run and then just trading 3 seconds.
Here comes Io! Oh, Io brings Gachi with him! I'm not sure that's the play, Io, and the GG is called.
He just GG's.
Yeah.
Winching, what are you doing? Oh no.
Oh.
Let's have Radiance.
Hold on, I just bought a Radiance. Maybe for the mischance, but I don't think it's going to matter when that bear is just on top of you bullying you. Johnny doing his best to keep his Sand King alive. Buyback from Spirit Breaker, they want to end this game. Now the supports are here to back him up. Is there anything here that they can find some traction on? The ult goes out onto the Undying, and that is a lot of damage coming out from Johnny, and down goes the Undying. Hey, Undying...
I never know what's gonna happen. He could just randomly get caught out 2 or 3 times here and destabilize the entire game.
Well, that's just Morphling players, right? Sometimes you feed, even the best players in the world.
No way.
Is that a
He
mid
is.
Sand
He's
King?
playing Sand King. Yes.
Who did we see in the pro scene just play this? I'm sure I saw someone in the pro scene just pick this recently. Binding is very far forward now and surrounded by a whole bunch of heroes. His ward catches them and all of a sudden his sphincter tightens and he needs to move because he sees 3 heroes are right next to that. Necro might be in a little bit of trouble. His team is coming.
He has a
Can
York
Io get him out? Will Io try and get him out?